Currently, the three-point shot is the most popular shot in the NBA today. Players are shooting the three-point shot better and more often than they ever did in the past, and everybody wants to be the next Stephen Curry. So in today's video, we're going to be finding out what would happen if the NBA only allowed three-point shooting. So in order to do this, we're in NBA 2K19 right now. You may be wondering, how are we going to make players only shoot threes? Well, how we actually managed to do this is for every rating other than 3-point, we put it all the way down to 25. That way players wouldn't even be able to make any other shots. But not only that, we went over to tendencies in NBA 2K19, which is the tendency for them to shoot certain shots. And we put every single tendency to 0 and every single 3-point tendency to 99 for every player in the NBA. That way, they will only be shooting 3-point shots. Any mid-range inside shots, their tendency is 0, so they will not try to put up those shots unless the shot clock is running down. Then they're going to have to put up a shot, but hopefully they just stay around that 3-point line and pop the 3-pointers. But that's pretty much how we're going to do this. I'm hoping it does end up working out pretty well, but I want to check out the roster here. If we go over to all players, as you can see, overalls are a lot different than normal. I'm surprised Giannis is still at the top because he has an awful 3-point rating. It's probably his inside and perimeter defense that is actually putting him up, as well as playmaking, rebounding, and physical. Since he is a small forward, power forward, 3-point shooting isn't as important. But as you can see, it looks like defenders as well as the guys that can shoot a little better are going to be our top rated players, which is pretty much still the guys that are in the top of the league today. But leave your comment down below. Who do you think is going to get MVP in this new league? As well, which team do you think is going to win a championship? Let's just get right to the simulation. We're in my league right now. I'm in control of every team, but I have everything on automatic. That way I have no impact on what teams do in the season. It's just going to be all simulated. Let's get through a season and find out what happens. I'm thinking the Warriors are still going to be absolutely insane. As I say that, they actually get 2 losses in a row. All right, we made it to the end of the season, and to nobody's surprise, really, Stephen Curry is going to get MVP right here. 29.7 points per game, 6 rebounds, 5.4 assists. I feel like assists are going to be a lot harder, or maybe it's easier with the shot clock running down. You just got to pass to somebody to shoot a 3. But he shot 44.5% from the 3-point line. He also shot very well from the free throw line. So of course, players can still shoot free throws. Luka Doncic going to get Rookie of the Year. He shot 45.5%, better than Stephen Curry, 18.8 points per game. Schroeder gets 6-man. Giannis with Defensive Player of the Year. Lauri Markkanen gets Most Improved. And Coach of the Year goes to Steve Kerr. The Warriors end up going 62-20. Should be the best record in the NBA. So checking out our All-NBA teams, we got Steph Curry, Westbrook, Giannis, LeBron, and Nikola Jokic. Nobody's that high of an overall. I'm hoping it did not put up their actual inside overall. By the looks of it, everybody is still an F, which is good. That's what we want to see. The only thing we want to see going up is these 3-pointers. And I think a lot of players did improve throughout the season. But what we're going to do over here, let's go over and make sure that these guys only shot 3. So we're going to go over to league leaders here. And the best way to actually tell if they shot 3s pretty much only is checking out 3 points attempted per game and field goals attempted per game. So as you can see, Stephen Curry only attempted 0.5 more field goals than 3s. So sometimes the shot clock's running down and these guys will accidentally put up a 3. But from the most part, they only at most put up 1 shot a game that wasn't a 3. So it's not going to make much of a difference, and even less of a difference if we look at field goals made compared to 3-pointers made. But Stephen Curry going to be our lead scorer, making 8.9 threes per game. And then we got Trae Young, who's also a really good 3-point shooter, 28.5. Kawhi can shoot the 3. We got Porzingis, Lillard, Harden, Kyrie, LeBron, Paul George, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook. So as you can see, the guys that are good at 3s, of course, are at the top right here. Anybody you think is missing out on here you thought would be at the top? Just scroll down the list here, check out that top 25. But I want to go over to team stats. I'm guessing the Warriors scored the most points per game, 111.4. If we go over three-pointers made per game, they shot 32.3 three-pointers made per game. They shot 84.7 three-pointers every single game. That is crazy, and they made 38.1% of them. This is insane. The Hawks shot more, but they did not score as much. The Warriors scoring the most, and then free throws attempted is also interesting. A lot of teams actually making a lot of those to get their points. But now, let's actually check out the standings. So in the West, of course, it's going to be Golden State on top. I think everybody's going to kind of predict that they're on top, but we can still check out the other teams. Then we got the Denver Nuggets, who of course are still one of those top tier teams. The Utah Jazz, and then we got the Dallas Mavericks, who are not currently in the playoffs in the actual NBA. The Trailblazers should be up there. The Thunder, the Rockets, and the Timberwolves. So let's check out some teams that would normally be up there. The Clippers not doing nearly as good when they can only shoot threes. Same with the Spurs as well as the Pelicans. The Suns have improved quite a bit. So teams are kind of all over the place now. Some teams not normally as good, but now that it's only threes, they're doing a lot better. The Raptors still at the top in the East. Then we got the Celtics, the Pacers, Bucks. Bucks, I'm surprised they're doing so well. Mostly because of Giannis. I didn't expect them to score too much. Then we got the Cleveland Cavaliers. They are the second worst team in the East, and now they're in playoffs. Same with the Hawks. I believe they're the third worst team. And the Wizards are what, the fourth or fifth worst team in the East. These are three of the bottom 5 teams, and they're all in playoffs right now. I think even bottom 4 teams, all these teams are in. So they're very good. And then finally, we got the 76ers. I want to see what teams are usually pretty good. The Detroit Pistons are usually doing pretty good. I think they're in playoff contention right now. Same with the Heat, Hornets, and Nets. Not doing nearly as good when they can only shoot threes. The Pistons aren't really a great three-point shooting team, so you expect that. And the Knicks are still doing the worst in the entire NBA. So things a little different now that they can only shoot threes. But let's actually get into the playoffs here. Find out what happens. We'll actually simulate when we get to the NBA Finals. That way we can actually see how they play. But let's simulate this first round first and see what goes on. I think the Hawks might do pretty good with Trae Young. If they get some upsets. OKC has been eliminated from the first round. I thought they would have gone a little farther than that. The Raptors beat the 76ers. Mavericks get defeated by the Trailblazers. Rockets are out. Timberwolves are out. Pacers eliminated by the Hawks. The Bucks have been eliminated by the Cavs. And the Celtics have been eliminated by the Wizards. 3 of the worst teams in the East actually move on to the second round. That is crazy. Over in the West, we still have some really good teams over here. Golden State, Portland, Denver, and Utah. So let's just simulate another round here. I hope one of these bad teams in the East actually move on to the NBA Finals. That would be so funny, but it looks like the Cavs are down big right now. Trailblazers are going to lose to the Warriors. Jazz lose to the Nuggets. And then the Cavs are going to lose to the Raptors. And the Hawks are going to defeat the Washington Wizards. So Toronto and the Hawks in the East. You would not see the Hawks here in real life. And in the West, it's the same as real life. Warriors and the Denver Nuggets. But both teams can shoot the 3-ball pretty well. I'm surprised the Rockets didn't defeat Denver, though. I thought they would have done a little better. Let's just get right into the conference finals. First off, game number 1, Toronto is going to take that. Golden State takes their first game. Toronto taking another game. Denver ties it up, and the Hawks actually pull out a game. And Denver is going to take a 2-1 lead against the Warriors. Hawks tied up 2-2 against the Toronto Raptors. Nuggets are up 3-1, and the Hawks are up 3-2. Are we going to see 2 upsets right now? Another game right here, and the Warriors have been eliminated. Toronto and Hawks are tied 3-3. Let's go in Simcast right here. I can't believe the Warriors actually lost that. Let's check out the box score. Stephen Curry had 51 points. Durant with 21. Clay with only 15. I thought Clay would have put up a little more shots, but I guess Stephen Curry mostly just hogging the ball and putting up shots, whereas the Nuggets spread it around more. I guess that's the reason why they actually won. I mean, all these guys, pretty decent 3-point shooters, I mean, it definitely shows right here. Their 3-point percentage. I'm pretty sure everybody only shot threes this game, which is actually really good, as well as free throws. Nikola Jokic shot some free throws. Let's go over to Simcast now. Hawks versus the Raptors. Raptors taking an early lead here, but I mean, this could go either way with 3-point shooting, but it looks like the Raptors are going to get a huge blowout win right here, and they're going to move on to the NBA Finals. Checking out the box score, Kawhi with 29. Marc Gasol actually scored 22. I mean, he's a really good 3-point shooter for being a center. Kyle Lowry, I thought he would have done a little better up there. Same with Danny Green. Danny Green and Lowry, the Raptors' 2 best 3-point shooters, but they did not do as good as I thought they would do. So it's going to be Raptors and the Nuggets in the NBA Finals. Nuggets going to take game 1. Raptors taking game 2. The other thing we're not considering as well is defense. I mean, if the team's playing great defense, they're probably going to end up winning. It's all tied up 2-2 in the NBA Finals. Nuggets up 3-2 here. Let's go over to Simcast, see if the Raptors can come back or if the Nuggets are actually going to win this one. Time winding down right here. Let's actually catch the final minute of this game here and see what kind of gameplay takes place. The Nuggets are going to end up winning the NBA Finals, though. They're up by 10. The Raptors could still come back. A minute 20 left, especially if they're only shooting threes. So here we are in game number 6 of the NBA Finals. Nuggets about to win, and let's check out some gameplay to see what actually happens right here. I'm going to be disappointed if Kawhi Leonard goes up for a 2-point shot right off the bat. But these teams are still scoring a normal amount of points, only shooting threes. I'm guessing they usually only shoot when the shot clock is winding down. There we go, Serge Ibaka out to Kawhi Leonard. He's going to have to put up a mid-range shot. He misses it anyways, but that is when they actually put up those mid-range shots. They're not open from 3 and got to shoot at the shot clock. Someone has got to put up a 3-point shot. Here we go. Morris from 3, and that is no good. So I'm guessing that's how most possessions go. Kawhi Leonard, Fred VanVleet in the corner, and Freddie is going to hit that shot. They're down by 7 points. Raptors still with a chance here. I thought Siakam almost stole that. Jokic in the post, but of course, he can't shoot the shot unless the shot clock's running down. You have to pass the 3-point line. This looks so funny. They just stand there during the possessions instead of shooting or anything. Jokic with a nice screen. Harris from 3. That is going to be no good. Plumlee with the rebound, though, and that is going to end the game. We got to see a little bit of gameplay there. A little silly how they kind of just stand there. They don't pass around too much. I guess 2K is a little glitched with the 3-point shooting, but the Denver Nuggets are going to win the NBA championship. Not what I was expecting at all. I honestly thought the Warriors were going to make it. I wasn't expecting... I mean, the Raptors can shoot threes pretty decently. I thought the Hawks might have ended up beating them. Jokic with Finals MVP. I'm kind of interested. I want to check out this box score. Jamal Murray, 18 points. 18 for Gary Harris. Check out their 3-pointers made. 6 3-pointers made. Kawhi Leonard made 8. 26 points. Surprising. Ibaka is the second most for points. And some of these guys are shooting a little better. They didn't get as many shots up either. But there you go. So Nuggets end up winning this one. Jokic with Finals MVP, 22.3 points per game. Shot 35.7% for 3. Not what I was expecting to happen. But that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Do you think NBA should add in this rule of only 3-point shots? Anyways, I'll see you next time. Peace.
Never in the same space that we started at. Throw the ball, I run the play like a quarterback. I've been up all night trying to make a stat, trying to get a plaque and flip a dream into a solid fact. Hustled hard for it. One day they will notice. Chasing in the day, then we're